Military science fiction isn't just surviving, it's thriving. The legends who once defined the genre may have stepped back, but a new force has taken command, the indie publishers. On the battlefield of indie publishing, a few stand tall, proudly waving the banner of modern military science fiction. From armored drop troopers and alien invasions to starship captains facing impossible odds, they deliver story after story filled with grit, honor, and hard choices. Today, let's talk about 5 major indie publishers that define the front lines of military sci-fi of the 21st century. The 5th one might surprise you. Let's light it up. Let's kick things off with Aethon Books. Co-founded by Rhett Bruno and Steve Beaulieu, Aethon has built itself into a major hub for modern speculative fiction. They've got squads operating across genres: fantasy, thrillers, horror, romantasy, even superhero fiction, and they're leading the charge in lit RPG. They've even started publishing comic books, which tells you just how aggressively they're expanding their front. But in the military sci-fi theater, they're not just present, they're dropping orbital strikes. Front and center is Rick Partlow's Drop Trooper universe, also Jeffrey Haskell's Grimm's War series, and Craig Martell's Battleship Leviathan series. What makes Aethon so special, and in my opinion, the leading voice in military sci-fi, is that they give new authors a fighting chance, while also rearming veteran writers with sharp covers, strong marketing, and editorial support that moves fast. They've got the numbers, the reach, and the ambition to match. Close second is Variant Publications. You won't find a Variant logo on the cover of their books. What you will find is one name, J.N. Chaney. And if you see that name on a book, yes, it's a Variant release. They are much more genre-focused. They only publish science fiction and mostly stick to military sci-fi and space opera. Chaney's personal involvement is what makes Variant different. Every series that comes out of Variant has his fingerprints on it, whether that's in outlining, editing, writing, or even just story development. Chaney co-wrote such military sci-fi bangers like Backyard Starship with Terry Maggard, Sentenced to War with Jonathan Brazee, and The Last Hunter with Terry Mixon. Just like Aethon, Variant drops several books per month, but compared to Aethon's wider barrage, Variant does precision strikes. And not far behind is Chris Kennedy Publishing, better known as CKP. CKP's military sci-fi comes from their 2 imprints, Theogony Books and 7th Seal Press. The Theogony line has heavy hitters, like The Prince of Britannia Saga by Fred Hughes, The Last Marines by William Frisby Jr., and the Theogony universe by Chris Kennedy himself. But it's the Four Horsemen universe, published under 7th Seal Press, that really cements CKP's place in modern military sci-fi history. And with nearly 80 authors contributing to the Four Horsemen universe, mostly through anthologies, it stands as one of the most expansive shared universes. There's a detailed merc economy, alien races, and a gritty tone that blends space opera with ground-level combat. CKP, like the others on this list, are pushing the genre to new heights. Now, if the phrase veteran-authored military sci-fi gets your attention, then Wargate Books should already be on your radar. This one was co-founded by Jason Anspach and Nick Cole, 2 writers who not only understand storytelling, but understand the soldier's perspective. Their flagship property is the Galaxy's Edge universe. It's gritty, sharp, and grounded in military realism. Among the big 4, Aethon, Variant, CKP, and Wargate, only Wargate has taken home the Dragon Award for Best Military Sci-Fi. Wargate also has other popular military sci-fi series, like the Forgotten Ruins series and the Land and Sea series by Blaine Pardo. And behind every title is a commitment to tight plotting and tactical realism. Wargate may not release as frequently as others, but when they do, believe me, it's a high-value target. Last but definitely not least, let's talk about the 5th indie publisher shaping modern military sci-fi. You've heard of Aethon, Variant, CKP, and Wargate, but what if I told you the 5th publisher is you? In today's world, you don't need a corporate office, a gatekeeper, or a traditional deal to launch a military sci-fi career. Some of the genre's biggest names did it themselves. Think about it. Richard Fox, the only other indie author to win the Dragon Award for Best Military Sci-Fi, built his empire solo. Craig Allenson started his explosive Expeditionary Force series without a publisher. And then there's B.V. Larson, Scott Moon, Daniel Aronson, Jay Allen, Vaughn Hepner, Nick Webb, Joshua Dalzell, M.R. Forbes. The list goes on and on. All of them carved their own path. You've got Kindle Direct Publishing, you've got print on demand, you've got freelance cover artists and editors at your fingertips. You don't need permission. You need a mission, a story, and the will to hit publish. So, if you're dreaming of writing that military sci-fi series, stop dreaming. Start planning your drop. Get your boots on the ground and help shape the future of military science fiction. So there you have it. 4 indie publishers redefining the battlefield, and one wild card that might be the most powerful of them all. Because the future of military sci-fi is written by those bold enough to pick up the pen and lead the charge. Let me know in the comments which indie publisher is your favorite and why. What stories stuck with you? And if you're writing your own story, I want to hear about it. Please like and subscribe for more military sci-fi content. Thanks for watching. Burn bright and burn enough.